What's going on, Missouri? John Bryson, Guild Mortgage. It's been a moment since I've actually shared a video with everybody, being kind of focused on uh, meeting new markets, getting out and talking to agents, educating them, trying to help them find new and better ways to get things done. But this video today is because I'm a little bothered. I'm a little uh, agitated by some of the videos that are going out right now, specifying that interest rates are at their lowest that they've been, 3-year low. What the media keeps telling everybody, and what I'm starting to see in videos, honestly, from other lenders and real estate agents within the market. And it's very misleading what they're saying. And this is why. There was this big press release here not that long ago about how Fannie Freddie, and the government $200 billion buy-in to the market. They want to buy interest rates down. One thing you need to understand about that is they can't do that. Their bylaws don't permit it. Fannie and Freddie cannot buy down the interest rates until they actually change their bylaws in order to allow that to happen. And a $200 billion buy down is nothing in comparison to the trillions of dollars that they bought the interest rates down during COVID. So 200 billion best, you're going to get an eighth to a quarter at best, and it's only going to be a short time or short-term correction. Number two, the press release from Donald Trump on social media where he wanted to block major corporations, and we can all go back to, honestly, what was said by Kennedy on this, where he said Vanguard, State Street, BlackRock, Blackstone, and what they did during the fall of the markets during '08, where the S&P brought them in and they started buying real estate, bad mortgages on real estate to help bring the market back. And, we all know the story there. They want to own 60% of the market by 2031. But the actual impact by that, guys, they only buy between 0.04 and 2% in real estate per year. So blocking that's not going to change the market. Will it have an impact at some point in time? Yeah. If they start to unload those properties on the market, then it could have it could help bring prices down. But where the big deal is right now, honestly, is getting Powell out of office. Okay, getting our current Fed chair out of office and getting somebody in. But that's not going to happen until March of this year. So we have no data that signifies anything. There are no rate cuts logged coming down the pipeline or any of that. There's nothing that's pushing interest rates down. Quite frankly, we probably won't see interest rates come down until second half of the year, that or third quarter, because nothing is projected, nothing is noted, nothing is scheduled, nothing is out there. I think organically we'll see interest rates come down a little bit here and there as time passes, but we are in that lag part of the year where things are slow. Spring market doesn't start to hit really until end of March. That's when we start to see listings pop, we start to see more activity, and then really the market doesn't start to kick until May. So in Missouri, I'm going to tell you straight up, best we're going to see is a quarter to 3/4 potential decrease in interest rates for this entire year. And I've done this for 31 years, and I only listen to the top guys, the top analysts, the top economists, the top mortgage people when it comes down to what's going to happen with the market. Again, I've done this for 31 years. I remember when Y2K, they were afraid that the computers weren't going to go to 2000, and they were afraid it was going to offset the market and the stock market was going to implode. It's all scare tactics. Okay. 9/11, when the trade centers got hit, that impacted the market. We saw 3% interest rates for the first time in my entire time in the industry. Then COVID, and we saw 2.5% interest rates. First time I've ever seen that in my career, of 31 years. So there's only been 2 instances where we've seen significant decreases. Because when I got into this market, when I got into this career being a mortgage lender, interest rates were 9.67%, and that was in 1995. We have not seen significant drops take place but every 15 years, and we're a long way from significant drops actually taking place. The only thing that makes that happen is if there's a natural event or a God event that takes place that actually makes the market change. Okay? God events like 9/11 and COVID. So unless something's going to happen, we're not going to see 1%, 2% drops on interest rate, because I love listening to all this, chatter, online. So what you need to focus on as a buyer, as a homeowner, as someone looking to invest in real estate is cost. Don't worry about the interest rates. Okay? Top investors don't worry about interest rates. They worry about cost. They worry about what they're going to pay for a house, because quite frankly, every $5,000 equates to about $27 to $30, depending upon the type of mortgage. You need to focus on cost. You need to focus on ability, where you're going to invest, what your potential rate of return is going to be on that investment. Talk to professionals that actually know what they're talking about, instead of all this air that's being pushed out by media and by people that really shouldn't be saying anything. But again, folks, I believe that we're going to see, some improvement this year, but it's not going to be dramatic. Worry about cost. Buy the house, the rule I always kind of follow. Buy the home, date the rate. Okay? The investment's the house, not the interest rate. You want to buy the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the market does turn around. John Bryson, Guild Mortgage. Have a blessed day.